सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. We have few questions related to N Kriya. I'll answer them first. I welcome all the devotees and disciples who are sitting with us around the world at this moment in 539 places in 184 cities, in 25 countries. And 9 cities are two-way with us: New York, Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Phoenix, Atlanta, Ohio, Guadalupe, Hyderabad, and Biddi. So, I welcome all of you. Here is the questions related to N Kriya. Swamiji, I don't manage to count the number. I forget always, even after 4 or 5. Then I do just by feeling and also trying to remember hard. This numbering is like a shrinking me from expanding in the inner expansion I feel after closing the eyes. See, you can use a counter. Have small counter in the hand. After finishing, maybe you can just press 1. You can have the hand counter, which will be handy. Traditionally, we used to count in the fingers. Like if you start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it will end. It will go like a round. And this will be 11. So, usually, traditionally, counting is done in the hand, but you can have a counter. But better to learn the habit of counting. That will be really good. Second, while doing Kriya, especially in the 4th step of Shambhavi Mudra, a strong reverse takeover. Who and what is this? Who is present? Who is seeing? Though there is nothing to see, what is this? What is aware? This penetrating reverse question is like a dismantling the core, but I can't see any center or core within. I feel like a ghost from within. Presence without anybody present. The question is from Rajiv Jain. Rajiv, you are exactly moving in right path, right direction. This is what exactly I want you to experience. Presence without anybody present is what exactly I call Kundalini. Please understand, Kundalini Shakti means the very person who is thinking is present will be shaken. Just presence without anybody present is Kundalini. That is why when it is awakened, you do not know where is your boundary, where is your body. I have seen all the people who are so socially conscious rolling on the ground. Understand? But you will see a pure, restful awareness presence inside you. Presence without anybody present. Rajiv Jain, you are exactly on the track. Continue. Continue. There's one more thing. Please comment. By the way, I just heard you about 2 months ago in Germany, and I got on fire. Intense longing took over. I closed, sold and packed up everything and landed safely. And I'm sitting now in front of you since 10 days. I'm happy, blissed out, stoned, hearing you every day. Just one thing I don't understand of my mind is why I feel missing the fire and intensity I felt in missing you from far. In past 2 months, I feel calm, relaxed, but not intense. Can you show, please, the bigger picture I am missing to see? Rajiv Jain, the second part is something wrong. The first part is perfect. The second part is something wrong. I can say that maybe it is a unique quality of this food and the water inside the ashram. When people come, there is so much intensity. See, passions should not take away the passion. So see that the fire is not put off. You are experiencing passions, great, but don't lose passion. I have seen people, they have such an intense seeking and they never miss morning satsang as long as they are in Bangalore as devotees and volunteers. The moment they become ashramite, from Anandapuri to come and sit here becomes difficult. I really feel, that's why whenever somebody asks me if I want to become ashramite, I tell them, grow spiritually little more, then come inside. No, really. Sometimes, I don't know why the mind is doing that. Why the mind is doing that. And in my experience, I saw some of the top senior lawyers miss a very simple spiritual, legal point. Something happens when your biomemory gets a safe ambience, which should not be. Which should not be. As long as a seeker is threatened for his basic survival, he continues his spiritual practice. When seeker gets all the basic things available, and the master very closely, he takes things for granted. Mind takes over. Rajiv Jain, the first part is great. Right thing is happening. The second part, something is wrong. Don't allow. If you are feeling, you are taking things for granted, escape from here, be away for 2 months, awaken the fire again, come back. Till you manage the place and the fire, don't settle down here. Ramana Maharshi says this. Bal Prantan, a great seeker, a man who popularized Ramana Maharshi. I think I pronounced his name wrongly. Paul Brunton, whatever you call. Paul Brunton. You spell by yourself. Paul Brunton, the man who popularized him, he asked, Bhagavan, I feel this whole place is a heaven. I came home. I just wanted to settle down here itself. Bhagavan says, no. After 1 week, this feeling will go away. You will take this hill for granted, me for granted, everything for granted. Go back to your place. Let the fire be awakened intensely. Come again. Then when the fire settles, go back. And after 1 or 2 years, in the place, fire also will be there. You will not take things for granted. Then settle down here. I think when somebody wants to become ashramite, I wanted to make this as a practice now. Come and be here for 1 month, go back. And then after that, come for some other program, go back. After that, come and do LBT, go back. And after that, when you come and really the fire stays in you, then become ashramite. I really wanted to make becoming ashramite or rishi as complicated as possible, so that the fire is not lost. This is one of the big problems. Still, I am not able to solve. And it is not that people are not seekers. They are really intense seekers. They give up everything. Family, business, everything. But unable to give up that morning half-an-hour nap. And they are ready to do anything except missing that morning half-an-hour nap. They are caught there. Suddenly, I see the fire comes down. Fire is put off.